What's up, YouTube? It's Ray Cherie, and I'm back with another video.
Yeah, I keep it simple, but she can get sinful when I come through. It's okay. Don't need for no tissues for the issues that I've been through. It's okay.
What it do, gang? As y'all can see by the title, today we're doing the highly requested story time, my experience of getting LIPO 360. Yes, your girl went to the doctor. I got snatched up. Yes, y'all see me. Anyways, before we get into this video, I just want to give a shout out to Hair Paparazzi on Instagram. She came through, she did my hair, something simple, something quick. Y'all know Saturdays is game day, and this Saturday is a really huge game, and we're gonna be out there all day from 8 o'clock in the morning to I don't know how long. So I asked her to do me something real simple and quick, something off my neck and out my face. Y'all see it, get into it. A real cute knot bun. Y'all get at her Hair Paparazzi on Instagram. Now with that being said, let's get right into the video. All right, so the number one question that people always ask is why? Why did you decide to go get surgery? What made you go get that particular procedure done? And all of the above. So some of you know, some of you don't know, I am a mother of one for 10 years now. He's 10, and I didn't have natural birth. I had a C-section. So I had some stubborn fat that just would not go away. Don't get me wrong, I didn't work out how I was supposed to work out. Sometimes I would go to the gym, and this was years ago. I would go to the gym maybe like once a week and was expecting like results like that. I'm impatient. It just wasn't working for me. So just recently, I think it was in July. Just recently in July is when I finally decided, I gave myself a concrete answer like, girl, you finna go get your body done. It's time for you to get that junk taken out, and it's time for you to be snatched. Now, I told my boyfriend that in July that I wanted to get my body done. He's like, why you wanna get your body done? You know how they be. Why you wanna get your body done, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, listen, this could be a birthday gift for me. My birthday is in September. If I go in August, my birthday is in late September. By the time my birthday come, I'll be fine, right? That was the only thing that I was asking for him. And he finally was like, okay, so boom, that was my birthday gift. Well, that was one of my birthday gifts because he still showed up out and showered me with this. Anyways, so yeah, I decided to go ahead and get it done. So for my girls that's thinking about getting surgery, I would highly recommend that you do research. Now, like I said, I've always thought about getting it done. So for years now, I've been looking up doctors, going on their pages, looking at their work, all of that. So although I made a decision in July and went in August, I had already been looking. I had already been looking for doctors, and I already had my mind set on kind of who I wanted to go to. So one day at work, y'all, this is after I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go get it done. One day at work, I'm on Instagram. Now, this is so funny, and I need answers. Like, I need answers. Y'all ever, and I know y'all have, ever thought about something or was thinking about something, then got on your phone and boom, it's popping up on your phone? That's what happened to me. I was talking about it all night. I forgot who I was talking about it with, but I know I was talking about it. And when I got on Instagram, all these surgery centers was just popping up on my timeline. So I'm like, this is a sign from God. This is a sign from God telling me, girl, yes, go get your body done. So I seen a few centers. I'm not gonna say which one I contacted first, but I did send an inquiry on Instagram for a consultation. And actually this particular day, I was inside the building for work. I wasn't outside driving, so this is why I was able to communicate with them. So yeah, so I sent the inquiry and they responded so quick, like within 5 minutes. They was calling my phone. So they called me. The coordinator was like, hi, this is such and such from such and such. And I seen that you had an inquiry about getting surgery. What procedure are you looking to get? So we had a conversation about the procedure, and she was telling me that she's gonna send me a link, and within this link I would need to upload images so she could see my body. So y'all, I was just so adamant about getting this surgery done. I was so excited. Y'all, I literally went to the bathroom and took these pictures for these people. I went to the bathroom and I got right and I took these pictures and I sent them these pictures. Now, this was not one of the centers that I had in mind, but I sent it anyways just because, you know, I was just so excited. So they didn't call me, or they didn't reply to my images on my inquiry until later that night. So they was telling me that I needed to get a tummy tuck, and I didn't want a tummy tuck because eventually I want to have another kid. So I was like, for one, no. For two, y'all not even one of the centers that I had in mind. So I just stopped communicating with them. So I was like, all right, Ray, calm down and let's do it the right way. So one of the doctors that I really wanted to go to is Dr. Cannon, because I have a few friends that already had their body done, and they had gave me their doctors, and Dr. Cannon wasn't their doctor, but they did recommend Dr. Cannon to me. So I found the center that Dr. Cannon operates out of, and I contacted them, and I hit them up and I did an inquiry and all of that, and they responded quick as well. So they sent the same little link or whatever. I guess that's how they do it now. They sent the link. I don't know if it's because of the distance, how far I am from the center, which I think that's probably why, but they sent me the link. I uploaded the pictures, and I did let them know that I wanted LIPO. I didn't want a tummy tuck. So when they called me back, they was like, oh no, you don't need a tummy tuck. LIPO 360 is fine. So I was like, yes, this is perfect. So she was like, did you have, I know you said Dr. Cannon, but are there any other doctors you have in mind, just in case he's booked or he's not available for the day you want to come? So I was like, you know what, let me go and look, because for one, I need to look up their information. I need to make sure they don't have any deaths, any of that. So I went and did my research, and I called her back and I gave her a list of doctors. So when I gave her the list, she was like, okay, I'm gonna send you an email, and within the email is gonna include the doctor and how much they charge for their procedures and if they're available for the date you wanna come. So she asked me when did I want to come, and I told her August 9th. Why I chose the 9th, I don't know. I just knew that I needed to get it done early in August, so by the time my birthday comes, which is in late September, I kind of be okay to step out. So she was like, all right. So she sent me the email, and it had Dr. Cannon on there and like 2 or 3 other doctors. Now, I did my research and everything, and all of them, you know, was fine. Everybody was good. I even went on their Instagram and I looked at pictures and before and afters, and everything was good. Now, the only thing is, honey, Dr. Cannon was just a little bit more expensive than the doctor that I went to. So guess what? Your girl went to the other doctor and not Dr. Cannon. So I told her which doctor that I wanted, and she gave me the price. And at the time, they was having like a promotion going on. So, but I guess it was like only for that day. You know how they be trying to just get you in there. So the deposit was actually $250, y'all. $250 to lock in my day, secure the date, secure my spot and all that. Y'all know how quick I jumped on that? So and it's so funny because I did it while I was at work. So I paid my deposit and I had a date. So also, I forgot to add this. The other center that I contacted first, they did tell me that I needed to lose a couple pounds before I went in to have surgery, but this center didn't tell me that. So, but just being mindful that the first center did tell me that, I'm like, maybe I should just, start trying to do like a little workout, change my diet, so I can have the best results. Because one of my friends did tell me, when you're going to have like LIPO or BBL, the more weight that you lose, the better your results are. So I was like, all right, it's time to get right. Y'all got me a date. It's for real. Like, I done paid a deposit. It's for real. It's go time. So I paid that deposit in July something. I forgot what day it was. I paid it in July, and like I said, in my mind, I knew I needed to get right. But in reality, that wasn't happening. It just was, I just didn't do it. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I just don't know why I didn't do it. I didn't exercise. I did change my diet a little bit. Like, I wouldn't eat fast food. I wouldn't eat a lot of fried food or greasy food, stuff like that. I was eating healthy. I was eating like salmon and salads and like wraps and stuff like that. I was eating. I was drinking a lot of water, and that's probably all I can say that I did. Okay. So even with eating healthy, I probably still, I know I still did not lose. I didn't lose the weight that I needed to lose. So that was like a concern for me. But I still just went ahead and still went and got surgery. For my girls that's looking to have surgery, a lot of doctors require you to have like a certain BMI. They don't like it to be high because you're considered high risk when you have a high BMI, pretty much. And my BMI was kind of up there. However, I still decided to go along with the surgery. Now, there was an issue that I had, not medical wise, but I had an issue with the date. Here in South Florida, school started on August 15th or the 14th, something like that. And my date was August 9th. I'm a hairstylist, so a lot of my clients were booking the week of August 9th. August 9th was not gonna work for me. So I actually had to reschedule my date. I still went ahead and got the medical clearance and my labs and everything. I think the day that I went to get that stuff done is the date that I realized the 9th wasn't gonna work for me, because somebody had just booked an appointment. And I'm like, dang, this is like the busy season for me to do hair. So when I left my primary care to from getting my lab work done, I actually called the center and asked them, can I reschedule? Can I push the date back? Because August 9th just wasn't gonna work for me. There's no way that I was gonna be able to do that. I pretty much was gonna be stopping my money if I would have went on August 9th. So originally I asked for August 23rd, but I guess that date wasn't available, so they said come August 24th. So I was like, August 24th is perfect. I'll be able to go ahead and get all my clients out of the way, getting them ready for school. Boom, perfect. So being that the surgery was on August 24th, that made pre-op on August 23rd. So once August 9th came around, I was like, yo, this was supposed to be the day that I was supposed to go get the surgery done, and it came by so quick. So I just know the 24th is gonna fly by, like it's gonna get here real soon. So also they sent a link online for me to pay. You have to pay online in increments of $1,000. So I paid the $250 first, and then I paid in increments of $1,000 3 times. So I paid $3,000 online, and then I paid the remaining balance at pre-op. So I did that, and like I said, the 24th got here so quick, y'all. It came by so fast. I wasn't nervous or nothing, but I'm just like, dang, time waits on nobody, period. So within that time frame though, I did get all the stuff that I needed. I already had a Faja here. My mama had bought a Faja. Why she bought a Faja, I do not know why this lady bought a Faja. But thank you, Mom, for buying that Faja a long time ago. It actually ended up being my stage 2 Faja, but we'll get into that later. So I had my Faja. I went to the store and got a shower curtain for my bed. Well, like the liner part, the clear liner part. And my sister got me the what this thing's called for the bed, the little pads. I forgot what it's called. I still got some in the room. She got me the little pads to go on the bed, and I went and I got my Tylenol extra strength. I got me some pineapples. I went and got some water. You know, I just was getting right. I got everything that I needed. My mom, she actually had the compression socks because she worked at a hospital. She's always worked at a hospital, so she had compression socks on deck. Thank you again, Mommy, for that. So I had the compression socks. I had my robe. Your girl was ready, okay? So the 23rd was slowly approaching. Y'all, the day of pre-op, guess what? Why I started feeling sick. I started feeling under the weather, and in my head I'm like, oh no, because I remember reading in the welcome packet that if you have any signs of coughing, sneezing, you know, the normal symptoms of having a cold, that you need to let them know. And if you have a sinus or anything, that it's possible that you're gonna have to be rescheduled. So in my head I'm like, oh my God, please don't let this be a sinus infection or nothing. So because for one, I had already rescheduled. That would have been my second time rescheduling if I did have to reschedule. Plus, your lab work is only valid for 30 days. Now, although I have insurance, I still had to pay a copay at the doctor. Plus, the insurance don't cover everything. They cover like half. So if I would have had to reschedule a second time, my lab work wouldn't have been valid no more. I would have had to go through that process all over again, and I would have to pay all of that all over again. So in my head I was like, please Lord, please, please, please don't let this be no sinus infection. So like I said, the day of pre-op, I drove myself down there, and I did have like a slight little cough, like a slight little stuffy nose, but I'm like, this can't be nothing. Like, I have a really strong immune system, and my body is like real strong. It fights off that type of stuff real quick. So I was like, you know what, I'll be fine. Your girl gonna be fine. So after pre-op, I came straight home, y'all. I was not feeling better. I actually laid down and took me a nap. King was with his dad. His dad took me to practice. So I didn't really have much to do. I just came home and I laid down. Y'all, Google will drive you crazy. We gotta stop letting Google diagnose us with stuff, y'all. We gotta stop doing that. But anyways, I came home, I laid down, I'm on Google, I'm researching everything, sinus infections, blah, blah, girl. I was so worried. I worried myself to sleep. But when I got up, y'all, my whole body was aching. I was even supposed to go to the store and get whatever I was gonna cook. My man wanted some one last dinner before, you know, I wasn't able to do nothing no more. And I couldn't even go to the store to get nothing. I'm like, babe, listen, I can't. I'm so sorry, I can't move. There's no way I'm gonna be able to go to the store to get the stuff to cook. So I was like, this is not good. This is not good at all. Y'all, I was up wearing myself all night. It was too late for me to call the coordinator and let her know like I wasn't feeling good because I had been sleeping all night. It was late when I got up. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pack my little bag. I'm gonna contact them in the morning, and I don't know, I'm gonna just still go. I don't know, because like I said, I already rescheduled once. If I have to reschedule twice, I'm gonna have to go through the labs, pay for all that all over again, y'all. I was just so stressed out. It was crazy. So I finally went to sleep. It was late, but I finally went to sleep. And before I went to sleep though, they did text me the time that I needed to come for my surgery. So my surgery time was at 12:50. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up super early. I'm gonna shower again because I had to shower twice. Well, you know, I shower twice anyways, but they want you to shower at night and in the morning. You can't eat nothing. So y'all, I was up starving, stressed out. Can y'all just imagine? Can y'all just imagine what I was going through? So, anyways, the next day, the day of surgery, I got up and I got myself together, brushed my teeth, took a shower. King wanted to stay home. He's a mama's boy. He's so attached to me. He's like, I want to come. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let you come because I want you to come too, baby. I want you to come too, son. So I got King up. He got ready, and my mom came with me, and my best friend also came with me. I had to go and pick up my best friend. So we left home, I want to say, we left home about 10 something because the commute from my house to the center was like 50 minutes. So I didn't want to run into traffic. I just didn't want nothing to go wrong when something was already going wrong. So the whole ride there, I'm just quiet in my head thinking, Lord, I don't even know what to think at this point. That's what I was thinking. But before we got to the center, I actually stopped to get King some food. I got him some breakfast, but I didn't get out the car. I let my mom and my best friend get out the car because y'all, like, I literally was going through it. Oh, I forgot to add this too. Before we left home, I checked my temperature, and guess what? My temperature was 102 degrees. Y'all, I had a fever. Your girl had a fever. Y'all, I wasn't scared. I was just worried and concerned. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen or what the outcome was gonna be. So while they was inside getting King food and he was using the bathroom, I went on Google again. Yes, I did. And I searched up symptoms for a sinus infection. Y'all, everything that was on there as a symptom, I had. All this was sore, nose was stuffy, coughing, everything. And I know on that paper it said, if you have just like a slight little cough, it's fine. But if you have like an infection, oh no. There's no way that you're gonna be able to get no surgery. We gotta reschedule you. So I was like, dang. I ended up texting my coordinator. I guess they was busy because I did call in the morning, but she didn't answer. So I ended up texting her and I was like, I think I have a sinus infection. So I said, I think I have a sinus infection. What should I do? Should I still come? Do we need to reschedule? Whatever, because at this point, I'm really, really concerned. So my mom got back in the car first, and I told her, and she was like, girl, she was like, I don't know. So I gave her the rundown about everything, and she was like, well, let's just still go and see what they say. So I was like, all right. So, because at this point, your girl was paid in full, okay? I was paid in full, and these people was not gonna take my money and reschedule me, and don't give me a date. So I was like, you know what, let me just still go. And so I still went. But right before we left the place where I stopped to get King some food, they called me, and I thought they was calling me about what I texted them, but they called me to push the time back. So my surgery time went from 12:50 to 1:30. So I was like, well, I'm already on the way. So they was like, you know, that's fine. It's just gonna be a wait time. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So we ended up pulling up to the surgery center. We did valet, we got out, we went upstairs. I went to the front and I told them, you know, I was already on the way. They called me and said they pushed the time back, so I'm gonna just sit in the corner over here out the way until, you know, it's my time to go in. It was like, okay, that's fine. Again, the staff there was very nice. The hospitality there was A1 and everything. So now the that my doctor works out of is 305 plastic surgery. But the day of surgery, we didn't do it out of that center. I went to Vixen Plastic Surgery. I guess he works out of both centers. So that's where I ended up going for my post-op, surgery, and pre-op. I was at Vixen Plastic Surgery. So end up sitting there, y'all. I'm still feeling horrible. And King's sitting there, you know, he's getting irritated because we just sitting there. And then they end up calling me. They end up calling me on the phone. They was like, you know, yes, we know we called you and told you to come at 1:30, but is it possible that you could come a little bit early? I'm like, your girl is in the lobby already. I'm already here. What's up? So they was like, oh, you already here? And I'm like, yeah. So they was like, okay, we'll be calling you soon. So I was like, okay, perfect. So maybe like 5-10 minutes passed and they end up calling my name. So me thinking, because I sent them the text about me possibly having a sinus infection, they calling me back there to check me out, right? So I got up and I was like, I'll be back, y'all. So I went back there, y'all. The lady was like, are you ready? Da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. So, and this me talking with a stuffy nose, sounding sick. I know I sound sick, but I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. So they went in there, I was like, okay, undress. So I was like, okay. So I undressed, they put me on the thing. She was okay, the doctor will be in here. So the doctor came, he like, all right, I'm gonna need you to take this off. I need to take pictures. And then I'm gonna mark you up. So I'm like, I'm like, okay. So I forgot to add this part as well. When I was in pre-op, they charge you an extra $50 to do a COVID test, right? That's in the paperwork. They tell you that and everything. But when I got there, they didn't even do a COVID test. So once I got to the back, when the doctor was marking me up and stuff, I was like, y'all not gonna give me a COVID test? And he was like, you didn't have a COVID test? And I was like, no. He was like, do you have COVID? And I was like, I don't think I got COVID, no, but I know I was supposed to get one. So I just want to make sure. So in my head, I know I don't have COVID, but I still know that I need to get this done. Plus, once they do this test, if anything is wrong, being that I already got sick, they'll be able to, even though I'm kind of sick, they'll be able to tell or detect anything, if anything is wrong, and then we can just stop it there, because my life is more important than getting the surgery done. So they took me to what is called the recovery area. I guess that's where the girls for recovery, the girls need COVID tests, all that. That's what the area that I was in. So, I'm sitting there, I'm in my robe, nervous. At this point, I'm nervous because I don't know if they're gonna say you got COVID. I don't know if they're gonna say you got a sinus infection, you can't do it, we gotta reschedule it. I don't know if they're gonna say, all right, let's go, nothing wrong. I just don't know what's gonna happen. So while I'm sitting there waiting for them to give me the COVID test, it's girls in there that's there for post-op. So it was one girl in there, she was standing up the whole time. I don't know if she had a BBL or a LIPO. I think it was LIPO. I think she had LIPO 360. Yep, she had LIPO 360 because of the same thing I was getting. And this is why it stood out to me. So she was like, she was just talking to the other girls, just making conversation. And she was like, y'all, I don't know what it is, but when I woke up, I was crying. I was crying so bad because I was in so much pain. And I'm looking at her like, in my head, I'm like, God, if this is a sign that you want me to get this done, because I thought you gave me a sign before that this is what I should do, but if this is another sign, Lord, please just let me be able to get up and walk up out of this thing right here, right now. I will not do it if this is what you're trying to tell me. So she was like, I woke up, I was in so much pain. I was crying. I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, I don't know. At this point, I don't know. So they called me back there to get, to do the COVID test. So they did the swab. Look, was it in my nose? I think it was in my nose. I don't know. I can't remember if it was in my nose on my cheeks. So, but the test came back negative, so I'm like, thank you, Jesus. But at the same time, your girl's still feeling under the weather. So, I'm dingy. Yes, I'm dingy. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing about me feeling under the weather because I did text them. So I'm thinking that they know. I'm thinking that they know. So, but here I am again thinking, okay, I know they gotta plug me up to these machines. They gotta watch like my levels, my temperature, all that. If anything is wrong when they put me on this machine, they gonna stop. I know they gonna stop. I know they gonna stop. So after I did the COVID test, it came back negative. One of the staff members, they got me and they was like, are you ready? And I was like, hold on. I said, I got all my bags because this is me trying to go back out there so I can at least give King a hug, give him a kiss, tell him I'll be back, you know, in a couple hours or something. You know, just to give him a kiss, just to say I love you. So they was like, oh no, it's fine. We got your bags. We'll give it to whoever you came with. So I was like, all right. So I was like, well, at least let me FaceTime my son because I need to see him. Because I was like at this point, I was technically like naked. I just had on the little gown that they give, so it was no way that I could walk back out in the lobby, like in the waiting area where everybody was at. So I called him on FaceTime and I was talking to him. I talked to my mom and my best friend, and I was like, all right, King, so I'm about to go have a surgery and I'll be back in a moment. So y'all, I got up there on that table. I walked in the room, I seen the table, I seen all the little stuff, and I got up there and the man was like, okay, which arm? You know, they gotta put the IV. And I was like, I don't know, this one. So he put he found the vein, he put the IV in. I'm on the table, y'all. I'm praying. I don't think I prayed that hard before. I'm praying. So, you know, he just talking to me or whatever, you know, just trying to make me feel comfortable or whatever. So he was like, all right, the IV is about to start. Count from 10. And I don't even think I got the 9. Well, maybe 8. I don't think I got the 8 and I was out. So, it felt like 10 minutes and I was back up. Thank you, Jesus. I was up and I was getting in a wheelchair, and the one of the doctors or the nurse that was in there, she was like, wake up, honey, wake up, you gotta wake up. So, you know, the anesthesia is still working, it's still on me, so, you know, I'm very drowsy. And they pushing me out of the room through the, you know, little halls and out to the front, and I seen King, y'all. I seen my baby and I was just so excited. I don't know if I smiled or not, but inside I just was smiling so hard, so bad. I was just so happy to be up, alive, and coming out of the surgery. Y'all, the pain, I'm gonna be honest, the pain was not as bad as I seen other girls tell their story. I would say it was like a 8.5 out of 10. Only because I believe I have a high pain tolerance. That's why. It just felt like really, really sore. It felt really sore. It didn't really, I don't know, maybe because I still had the anesthesia in my system, which is probably why it didn't hurt so bad. Plus, I have a high pain tolerance. So, you know, it didn't really hurt that bad, but it was kind of like sore, painful. So we rode downstairs and we got in the car, and when I did get in the car, I did have to take one of the little pads and put it on my seat. My best friend drove me home, so it was my best friend, her baby, my mom, and King. So we all drove home, and on the drive home wasn't bad, but my right arm did feel like a little numb. So I was like putting it up and down, trying to like get the blood back flowing. And I don't know if it was maybe because of how it was while I was under, maybe my arm was like, I don't know. It probably was in one position the whole time. that's probably why I was numb. But the ride home was good. It was okay. You know, I was in and out of sleep. And when I finally, you know, was up for a little minute, I finally got my phone from my mom. And y'all, I got my phone and it was so many people that text me, checking on me. And I just want to thank everybody that did send me a text or gave me a call and checked on me. But it was just one text message, y'all, that almost made me freaking cry. And it was from King. King texted me in the middle of surgery and was like, what time you gonna be done? Y'all, that was just so like, oh my God, because thank God nothing happened, but what if something did happen? That would have been horrible, right? That would have been so horrible, y'all. Ugh. But anyways, I'm glad that, you know, everything went perfect, everything went fine. So, you know, we made it home, and did I tell y'all that, okay, so I did have my own Faja, right? But come to find out it was a stage 2 Faja because it was too tight. And when I got to pre-op, they did tell me that they would have to provide me a Faja. While I was at pre-op, they did tell me that even though I had my own Faja, that I would need to get one of their Fajas so that they can put it on there, like before I woke up, and that was another $150. So I had to pay that at pre-op. So I had to finish paying off the balance, plus I had to pay another $150 for the Faja, plus the day of surgery when I got the COVID test, I had to pay that $50. So the total for the surgery was $4,200. But anyway, so mind y'all, they put this Faja on me while I was under. When I woke up, I was still under I still was like, had the anesthesia in my system, so you know I was in and out. So I didn't get to talk to the people and ask them, okay, how this Faja works. So, and then me, Bingy again, all of the videos that I watched on YouTube about surgery and everything, I never thought to look up a video about Fajas, y'all. So when I got home and I got out the car, I had to pee so bad, y'all. I had to pee so bad. I stay on the 4th floor, so I had to take I have to take the elevator upstairs. Y'all, I got to the elevator and could not hold my pee. I peed in my Faja. I peed in the Faja because I did not know how it worked. I thought it was already a hole down there. So it's me like squatting like this, peeing whole time, peeing all over the Faja. So now I'm bloody and I'm pissy. I'm bloody and I'm pissy and I'm mad because now it's just not a good feeling. It's just all that stuff on you, just knowing all this stuff on you is not a good feeling. So I'm like, dang, I thought I was already whole down there. Whatever. So we got upstairs, and at this point, y'all, I'm walking by myself. Yep. Your girl was walking by herself, slowly, but I was doing it by myself. Walked in the house, and I walked in my living room, back and forth a couple times, and then I finally went and laid down in the bed. The anesthesia is still in your system, so you still like drowsy in and out. Once I got in the bed, my mom left. She went to go get my medicine. She went to get the antibiotics, and she went to go get the Percocets. I had Tylenol extra strength here already. I didn't plan on being on the Percocets at all. I probably took like 1 or 2 and that was it. I still got the rest in my room right now. Like I didn't want to take them at all. So okay, so they told me that I needed to get up and walk every hour. So when I got in the bed, I set my alarm for an hour. And I did need help getting in and out of the bed. That was like a difficult thing for me because I'm very independent. I would like to do stuff on my own, but that's something that I couldn't do on my own. So, you know, I had to call my best friend. She was here with me, but you know, she was in the living room. So I had to call her in the room to help me up, or my mom, I had to tell her to come and help me up out the bed, and so I could walk around. And then y'all had to pee again. So, but while I was laying down, you know, I was feeling down there, and I did feel that it was a zipper. So I did unzip it a little bit, and then I had my mom come unzip the rest. And so I'm like, okay, I'm good now. So when I had to use the bathroom again, instead of sitting on the toilet, I just decided, you know, I'm gonna just squat in the tub and I'm gonna just pee like that. Don't judge me, ratchet, but you know, I had to do what works best for me, or what I thought worked best for me. So when I went to squat and pee on myself again, y'all, the biggest attitude in the world. I had the biggest attitude because I'm like, what the freak? Why am I still peeing on myself? I thought I unzipped it, but with the Faja, when you unzip it, it's still like a little flap thingy right there. And I guess that is what stopped the pee from coming out. So I still end up peeing on myself. So y'all, I'm extra pissy. Can't take this Faja off. Extra pissy with blood, everything, just aggravated. So I'm pissy, I'm bloody, and I'm sick. And I gotta get up every hour and walk around. Y'all, just imagine. So I finally had an appetite to eat. I had some pineapples and I had noodles, I believe. But I was staying hydrated by drinking water, and I had the Body Armor drinks and the flavor fruit punch. That helped me out a lot. That really helped me out a lot. So, you know, I repeated the same routine throughout the night, getting up every hour, drinking the water, drinking the Body Armor. I don't think I ate again. I think that I only ate the noodles that one time, and that was it. And I did pee again, but this time before I used the restroom, I started using it on the toilet. Like I would reach behind me and like pull that open, like pull the Faja, separate it apart, and then squat and then pee. And that's what helped me use the bathroom correctly without peeing on myself. So the next day was post-op, and my best friend came, and well, actually she took my car that night. She took my car because I picked her up from home, and she drove me. I picked her up from home the day of surgery, and she drove me home from surgery. So she didn't have her car. So she took my car home, and we had already arranged for her to take me to pre-op the next day. So she just drove back over here in my car, and then we went to pre-op. Post-op. We went to post-op. So we went to post-op, and you know, I'm still walking good by myself, still sore, still very sore. I went in, and the lady took the stuff off of me, and I told her, I said, you have to excuse me, I'm a bit pissy. I didn't know how to work this Faja. And she was like, it's okay, girl, you wouldn't believe this is normal to us. This happen all the time. People, number one, number two, everything, we done seen it all. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So, but before I went to post-op, I did have a good hearty breakfast. I made sure I ate because I knew I was gonna have to take my pain meds like 30 minutes before I went and got my first massage. So I ate really good that morning. I went to post-op, and they changed my like pads and stuff, and they was like, I asked them when was the next time I needed to come, and it was like, come when you're 1 month. So I was like, okay, I just called, make the appointment, and it was like, boom, okay. So I left my post-op, and I'm heading to my first massage. When I was about 30 minutes away from there, I took the pain meds. That was, okay, so I took one Percocet when my mom first bought it, which was the first night I took that. And then the second time I took it was on the way to the massage the next day. So my massage place is closer to my house. It's closer to here, and which was perfect because it's literally probably like 8 minutes away. So I pulled up to the massage place, and shout out to my massage girl, Nip by Nate. She's the best. She's actually an old friend of mine. We used to cheer for Little League together back in the day. I seen her promoting her business on Instagram, and I'm like, yo, I need to go to somebody that I know, because I know this junk gonna hurt, and I just need somebody to be real with me but delicate with me at the same time. So I just knew she would be perfect. So thanks, Nate girl. Thank you, babe. So I went to her, and the first day when I took everything off and I finally seen myself, I could definitely see results, but I just knew it was like so much fluid. It was like flabby, and not flabby like that, but it just was like the fluid. I could see it. So you know, she gave me the whole rundown on everything. Plus, I had already knew then that I had a high BMI. They can only take out 4 liters. That is the law here, I think, in Florida. I believe that's here in Florida. They are only able to take out 4 liters. And the doctor had been telling me, because I had a high BMI, that, you know, I don't expect to come out looking like an hourglass. This is something you're gonna have to work on, whether it's through massages, cavitation, skin tightening, working out, whatever. This is not the end result. This is not gonna be the result that you're looking for. It's the start, but it's not what you're gonna be looking for. So, you know, I had already had that in my head. So for all my girls that's overweight and have a high BMI, if you have a doctor that will accept you, just keep in mind, when you come off that table, you're not gonna be hourglass shaped. You're gonna see a difference, but it's not gonna be figure 8. You're gonna have to work on it. You're gonna have to keep getting your massages. You're gonna have to get wrapped, tape up. You're gonna have to do a lot to get the desired figure that you're looking for. Now, also keep in mind, for all my girls that are researching and you come across this video, I'm just here to let you know, a lot of the shapes that you do see, girls are getting 2 and 3 rounds of surgery. So don't think like when you go and have your first surgery that you're gonna look like that. You're not gonna look like that. It's very rare that you will look like that. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there, because I prepared myself for that. So when I did see myself, you know, I wasn't sad, I wasn't upset. I was already mentally prepared. Not saying that mine didn't look right, mine looked good, but you know, I just wasn't figure 8. I wasn't like snatch. I still had a little bit of skin there. So like I said, my massage girl, she gave me the whole rundown about everything. And the first massage, y'all, the back was good, but that front, ooh, Lord, the front took me out, honey. That front, I was not having it. I was like, listen, I didn't even lay down for my first massage. I stood up so, you know, the stuff can drain out. And like I said, the back was good. I rarely felt anything for the back. Again, I did take a Percocet before I got there, but baby, that front gave me everything I was not hoping for, okay? Everything I was not hoping for is what this area gave me. So, also when I was going out, you know, I just, because I knew I had like a cold or whatever, I was wearing my mask. So I had on my mask and stuff. And after the first massage, you know, I just came back home. Obviously, that's the only place I could go. And you know, I still was walking around. At this point, you know, I was able to eat now. So I think I had like a piece of salmon and some kind of vegetable. I did eat that, and I was still eating on like pineapples and stuff like that. Plus, my best friend mom had me some gummies, some CBD gummies, so that helped me out as well. It helped me out really good, helped me sleep at night. Also because, like I said, I didn't want to be taking those Percocets like that. I didn't, because that night I didn't take Percocet. I had me a gummy though, and it helped me go to sleep. So actually by that night, I kind of was able to get myself in and out the bed. It was uncomfortable and it did hurt a little bit, but like I said, I be liking to do stuff myself. So I found a way that was best for me to get myself in and out of bed without like hurting myself. So also when I was looking on YouTube, I did see a couple of girls saying like the third and fourth day was like the worst. That's when you feel like you've been hit by a bus and all that. So I was kind of like preparing myself to feel that way. So on the third day, y'all, all right, so on the when it was that Friday morning, I want to say, because by Thursday night I was telling my mom, hey mom, I'm able to get up and out the bed by myself, so you don't really got to come in here. I'm gonna be getting up and out the bed by myself. So all that night, you know, I had to get up and walk every hour. So that whole night I'm up and down by myself, using the bathroom. You know, I'm doing stuff by myself. So by Friday, I don't know if it was Friday night. It was Friday night. No, it was Friday morning. It was Friday morning. Yep, Friday morning. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I was trying to get up to go to the bathroom. Y'all, I could not move for nothing. I could not move. It hurted so bad. I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, this must be what they was talking about. This gotta be what they talking about. I could not get up. So from my room, I'm trying to call my mom. I'm like, but coughing. Mom, can't get a word out. So I end up calling her on the phone. She was like, she picked up. She was like, what's wrong? You okay? And I was like, yeah, I can't get out of bed, but I'm coughing. So she came. She helped me up. I'm walking to the bathroom. I sit down to use the restroom, and she's talking to me, and I'm trying to talk to her, but I can't really breathe. And with every word that I'm saying, I'm coughing. She like, girl, you okay? And I'm trying to say yeah, but I can't really get a word out without coughing. So I'm like, I'm breathing hard. I'm like, I have to do that in order to like talk and everything. She like, girl, she's like, you need to take one of them home COVID tests. So in my head, I'm like, COVID? I just took one at the thing before I got surgery. I ain't got no COVID. So she was like, you need to take one of these COVID tests. So I'm like, so I got up, steady coughing. So I go to the kitchen and I take the COVID test, y'all. I tested positive for COVID. I was like, oh my gosh, bruh. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I didn't know. I just was staring at the test. I think I still have a picture. If I have a picture, I'm gonna put a picture up here. Y'all, I didn't know if I was mad, sad, I didn't know if to cry or what. I told her, I said, Mom, this thing say positive. Her eyes were so big, like she seen a ghost. She was like, what? So she was like, I knew something was wrong, because you can't even breathe. You can't even talk without coughing. At this point, you know, I had done drunk some Gatorade or water or something. I drank something to, you know, try to soothe the cough down or whatever. So, you know, I was kind of talking a little bit better, but I still was coughing. So she was like, and that night King slept with me, y'all. But before all this happened, a week before I went to get the surgery done, King did get a cold. He got a cold from my niece, actually. And one day he actually had to stay home, but me thinking it's just a regular cold, because he didn't really have, he was able to talk, he was breathing regular, you know, just a regular cold, and I was giving him medicine for a regular cold. So, but by this time, you know, he's fine. So, but that night he did sleep with me, so she's like, you need to give him, you need to test him too. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not really even concerned about me, really. I'm just concerned about him. Like, I hope he don't have it or nothing like that. So, he was supposed to go back to school that day. Y'all, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm trying to wake him up. He's so tired. I feel so bad. I'm like, King, wake up. I gotta test you for COVID. And at this point, my baby is just confused. He don't know what to think. He like COVID. So, you know, I have to with this little at-home COVID test, you gotta stick it up the nostrils. He like, don't stick it up far, cause you know he's been tested before, but by like the people who actually do it, so you know they go up there. So he like, don't stick it up that far, y'all. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's so much going on. I'm like, oh my God. So I test him and his came back negative. So I'm like, thank God. But my mama like, you need to go to the emergency room, because y'all, my fever was 103. Fever was 103. Couldn't really breathe, couldn't really talk, coughing, all that. Y'all, it's only day 3 of having this surgery. Post-op day 3. I'm in pain, I'm coughing, y'all. It's horrible. It is horrible. So I'm getting ready. And in my head, I'm like, y'all, for one, I just had this surgery. I don't know if COVID is gonna be a complication to this surgery. I don't know if they're gonna admit me. You know, people go in the hospital with COVID, they don't come out, y'all. It's just so much stuff going through my head. I'm like, damn, I knew I shouldn't have got this surgery done when I was sick. All type of stuff. And I was like, y'all, I went to get King up because he had been laid back down. I was like, listen, you have to get up. We gotta go to the emergency room. You know, I'm not feeling good. I tested positive for COVID. You know, King is mature, so I can have these kind of conversations with him. So, mind you, my mom worked at the hospital and she was going back to work that day too. So she was going back to work, King was going back to school. I thought I was okay kind of by myself, but this day proved that I wasn't. So now, you know, my mom got ready for work, and at this point, King wasn't going to school. So we decided to just kill 2 birds with 1 stone and go to her hospital because, you know, she had to go to work. So, and I couldn't drive, so she drove us. But on the way, like downstairs, like I literally felt like super hot. My heart was beating so fast. It was like just thoughts in my head. I was trying to get them out of my head, y'all. It was not good. It was not good at all. In my head, I'm like shaking my head. I'm trying not to think, have negative thoughts. But I know I feel how I feel. My heart just beating fast. And as soon as we get in the car, like I gotta pee so bad. And from my house to the hospital is a little minute. So I'm like, bruh, like it's just crazy. It was just crazy, y'all. So we finally get to the hospital, and like I said, I'm able to move by myself, but it's still kind of like a little bit complicated. So I'm getting out the car all stiff and stuff, and I'm literally about to leave them because at this point, like the pee is right there and it's about to come out, and I ain't trying to pee on myself again. So, oh, also I forgot to tell y'all, I did get to wash my Faja. My Faja did get washed, so don't think that I'm still pissy 3 days later. I was able to get my Faja washed, and I put on, what did I put on? Oh, I put on this little black wrap thingy. I don't know if y'all ever seen on Instagram, it's like a long wrap and you keep wrapping it around you. I had on one of those while the Faja was getting washed. So, but anyways, back to the hospital. So I'm literally like about to leave them, getting out the car because I have to use the bathroom. So I finally get in the emergency room. I go straight to the bathroom. I use the restroom. I'm good. So, you know, we went to triage and gave them the whole rundown on everything. And I keep asking them, this is not going to be like nothing is going to happen, right? Because I just had surgery. Y'all, I'm nervous. I am nervous, but I'm trying not to show it because I don't be like for King to see me like that. So, they took me to the back, and King also had to be seen as well because, like I said, he was laying right down. And although I gave him a home test, I still wanted them to evaluate him. So I was in one room and King was in the next room, and they end up giving him another test, and come to find out, King has COVID. King has COVID. Y'all, King has COVID too. So now, I ain't gonna lie, like my eyes did get watery because I'm like, damn, all this just for me to get surgery. Like I should have just waited. Like in my head, like I'm blaming myself. I feel bad. Like I don't know, the fluid is coming, is going through my body because literally every 5 minutes I gotta get up and pee. And when I say a full bladder of pee, a full bladder of pee, y'all. And I'm just up and down. So they keep coming in, and then it's aggravating me because every time somebody come in, they ask me the same question over and over. And at this point, like, I'm just aggravated. Like, I have 103 degrees. I have to pee. I have to keep peeing. My baby got COVID. I got COVID. Like, can you just look on the thing what's the person already, before you already wrote down what's going on? Like, stop asking me the same question. So my mom, she like standing in the hallway in between our rooms, like checking on both of us. And I'm like, dang, I hope my mama don't got it. Like, y'all, it just was crazy. So, excuse me, mind you, I had already took Tylenol. And then I also remember reading in a little packet, they told me not to take Motrin, I think, but they was trying to give me Motrin. So I'm like, bitch, they told me not to take Motrin. Y'all is not trying to treat me off these streets. So they was like, one of the nurses that was in there, she was like, I totally understand. She said, I'm gonna go check with the doctor to see what we can do, because we need to break your fever. So they put me on the IV to try to help with the fever. And then one of the doctors came in, and he was like, I'm being 100% honest with you. I wouldn't tell you nothing wrong. You know, your mom works here. We just want the best for you. You taking Motrin will not complicate anything. We know you just had surgery, but I'm letting you know that, you know, we need to break this fever. So I was like, you know what? All right, I'm trusting y'all. So they gave me the Motrin, and then they took me to go have a CT scan or something like that. So before I went in there, I'm like, listen, I know I gotta go through this machine. This ain't gonna mess up. This ain't gonna complicate nothing, right? It ain't gonna make me, nothing is gonna happen to me health-wise, right? And he's like, no, we just wanna make sure that nothing is wrong with you already. So I was like, okay. So I went in there. Y'all, I literally used the bathroom like 10 times back to back within like 5 minutes of each other, with a full bladder each time. And on top of that, Thursday night, guess what happened? My auntie came to town. So not only am I sick with COVID, I just had surgery, my dang on cycle is on. Y'all, it was so bad. It was so bad. That's all I can say. I just was going through it. I was going through it so bad. So every time I'm going to the bathroom, I'm peeing with a full bladder. I gotta change myself, and I was so aggravated and agitated. But thank God they was able to break my fever. My fever came down. It was like a 98 or something like that. So they ended up sending me home. They wrote me a prescription for some kind of COVID medicine or something, and COVID medicine. And then King was pretty much okay. I think that he was like at the end of him having it, because like I said, he didn't have no symptoms. So we got back home. Yeah, we got back home, and my mama left to go get the COVID medicine for me. So she came back, she got the COVID medicine. I forgot the name of the COVID medicine, but that COVID medicine, honey, that COVID medicine works like magic. I was pretty much good within 2 days, but I didn't retest myself until after 5 days. And then after 5 days, I was negative. But the next day was Saturday, and y'all know Saturdays are game days. And King was supposed to play, but you know, he tested positive. So I told his coaches and everything, and they like, dang. Luckily, it wasn't a big game. You know, it was a game they blew the team out. But my mom was like, you know what? You know, sometimes the hospital, you know, they get paid for the numbers of people who have COVID. So she was like, I'm about to test King again. So she tested him again, and guess what? His test came back negative. So I'm like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not gonna make my baby sit in his house. And you know, his energy be on 1,000 every day. Y'all know King, from sun up to sundown, he's on 1,000. I'm like, if anything, he gonna go out there, he gonna run around, he gonna sweat. He need to be outside. So she ended up taking him to the game, and you know, they was out there all day just so they cannot be in the house with me. So they was outside, you know, at the game all day. Y'all, do y'all know I want to say it was kind of like around like 5. My mama texted me saying she don't feel good. I said, are you serious? She like, yeah. Mind you, I had COVID before and she had COVID before. It was like 2 years ago. She was like, it feels like how I felt last time when I had COVID. So I'm like, oh my God. Because at this point, I already told my massage girl that I got COVID. So I can't go to her to get no massages. So my mama really was the one helping me like do my massages and stuff. My boyfriend had came the day of surgery and the next day, but when I told him I got COVID, you know, I just want everybody to stay away. I don't want them to be getting COVID and getting sick, because who knows who body is able to take it and who body is not able to take it. So I was like, you know what, I just, you know, just stay away till I'm good. So when my mama texted me that, I'm like, oh my God, like she's the one that was like, that was taking care of me. Like, so now, you know, she came home and I knew something was up, because when she came here, she immediately like laid down. And King didn't come home after the game. He went with his people because, you know, I'm sick and now my mom is feeling sick. So she came home, she laid down, she went straight to sleep. So, you know, I'm here thinking for myself. I'm in the kitchen, I'm making food by myself, I'm up and down by myself. I am taking my medicine and everything. So the next morning, she was like, she's gonna take her a COVID test. And y'all, my mama tested positive for COVID. She tested positive for COVID. So I was like, oh my gosh. Like at this point, I am feeling the worst. Like, it's my fault, y'all. I'm so sorry. I don't know if it was like when I got the COVID test at the surgery center, if it just wasn't detectable or what, but I know they wouldn't have did it if it was a positive test. So I know that test was negative, but I'm like, dang, really? So now we both in here with COVID, and it's just, I don't know. She just was, you know, she had to go to the doctor. She went to urgent care, actually. She went to urgent care. She ended up getting the same COVID medicine that I got. But when I tell y'all, listen, that COVID medicine works miracles. It's like magic, like I said. It knocks it out your system so quick. The only thing is the aftertaste of that medicine, oh my gosh, it was so nasty. Oh my gosh, it was too nasty. I had to like, after I took it, I had to like suck on some candy or like chew gum or something for the taste to like, it tastes like, it gives you like a metal taste. I'm assuming that's what metal tastes like, because that's what they told me, but I'm assuming that's what it is. It gave you like a metal aftertaste, and it was so nasty. So once, you know, I tested negative for the COVID, I was just so happy, y'all. But I finished taking the COVID medicine, and the day of my massage girl, Nip by Nay, big ups to you, baby girl, because she texted me every day, checking on me, making sure I was okay, because she knew, like, she know that you need the massages every day after surgery, and I wasn't getting my massages. I was only doing it myself. So, you know, I was trying to like use oil or whatever and like rub as much as I could. At this point, my incisions done closed up, so, you know, I just had to make it do what it do. I was doing this. My mom couldn't help me no more, so I'm in the room in my mirror just, you know, trying to do all this and everything. I know I'm not doing it right, but at least I'm doing something. So the day that I knew I was gonna retest to see if I'm negative or whatever, I told her which day it was gonna be. So she was like, as soon as you find out, let me know, and if it's negative, you come in that day. So when I tested negative, I text her. When I tested negative, I text her that morning. I'm like, your girl is negative. I sent her a picture. She was like, boom, come at this time. So at this point, my mama said she can't drive. My best friend, she's back at home. My car is here. I'm like, I'm not on, I haven't taken a Percocet. I'm pretty much moving around by myself. I'm about to drive myself to get me this massage, y'all. So, you know, I'm still sore, but I'm able to do it. Like, I'm getting in the car slow and careful, but I was able to drive myself to get a massage, and it wasn't good. The massage hurted. Y'all. And of course, because I wasn't going for a couple days, And I had been laying down. Everything was getting like tight, and the foot was just building, and it was getting hard and everything. But she did what she do best, and she was able to like massage just stuff out. My incision was closed, so it wasn't like draining, but she was able to push it down in the pathway, I guess that's what you want to call it, that it needed to go, because I was peeing a lot. So I guess I was peeing the fluid, peeing it down. And after like 2 weeks, the massages wasn't hurting no more. Your girl was good, and I was so happy. It only took 2 weeks for me to be able to get a massage like comfortably, for it to not hurt, and it actually kind of like felt good. That hurt but feel good pain, that's what it was. So it took 2 weeks for me not to really feel it no more. And after that, actually, I was getting massages. I was actually getting cavitations and skin tightening, because my birthday was approaching and I needed to be snatched. So if I have some before pictures, I'll include some before pictures I inserted, and then I'll insert some after pictures from my birthday. I was so cute. I was too cute. So thanks again, Nip by Nay, for getting me right. I'll show y'all what I look like right now. So this is me right now. And I'll actually go ahead and take this off for y'all. I got on my waist snatcher. And this is me. This is me. And y'all, when I first, it was like so much, right? It was so much. But this is me. And if you are planning on getting surgery, I'll say go for it. If it's something you really want to do, go for it. For my birthday, y'all, I felt amazing. There's no other feeling than feeling cute, feeling fine, looking how you feel. I was able to dress how I wanted to dress. I was able to take pictures from any angle. Yes, get into it. But yeah, so if you are thinking about getting surgery, girl, go for it. Don't let nobody tell you not to do it. Don't let nobody scare you out of it. If you are prepared mentally, physically, financially, because those massages do add up. My massage was, I was, again, she's my friend, and she had a special going on. Everybody don't have discounts, but if you can find somebody that have a discount and they're good, go to them. But my first sessions, couple sessions, I had 8 sessions. They were $550. I did have to pay a deposit first to secure my spot, but I did start off with 8 sessions, and then afterwards, kept going. I think it's like $80-something for one session for like an hour or something like that. So if you're not financially prepared for post-surgery, then I would say to wait until you are. Because again, the Fajas, the medicines, the massages, everything adds up. So your surgery, the cost of your surgery plus all that afterwards, it adds up. So if you're not ready financially, then I'll say wait until you are. But if you're ready financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, go for it, sis. And with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that post notification bell so you're notified every single time I drop a video. With that being said, your girl is outie.
Yeah, I keep it simple, but she could get sinful when I come through. It's okay. Don't need for no tissues for the issues that I've been through. It's okay.
playing with. I'm beside myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I noticed the end. I want you on the scene. Think you know your girl is so funny to me. That's why you didn't got left by 1 or 2 times. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause a house, it's not a home with no
when I feel what I feel, sometimes it's hard to tell you so. You may not be in the mood to learn what you think you know. There are times when I find you wanna keep yourself from me. When I don't have the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see. You are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. If you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. Let me let me know what you feel. It's hard for me to understand. So many things have taken place before this love affair began. But if you feel more like I feel, confusion can give way to doubt. For there are times when I fall short of what I say I'm all about, all about. You are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. Should you ever feel the need to wonder why, let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
I wanna all night, say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night, say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night, say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night, say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. Babe's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing.
shit, you know I'm crazy. So go ahead and pour a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah, get to taking that off for me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night, boy, yeah. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. 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 I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my niggas cross the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps wasn't facts, so they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one need a charge. Yeah, they twins, I could tell they ass apart. I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming out to save. I got Lil Max with me, he the wave. It's a big gap between us in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, put my money in the grave. When I die, put my money in the grave. I really gotta put a couple niggas in their place. Really just lapped every nigga in a race. I really might tap this nigga on my face. Lil CC, let it slap with the bass. I used to save hoes with a mask in a cave. Now I'm like, nah, love, I'm good, go away. Ain't about to die with no money I done gave it. I was on top when that shit meant a lot. Still on top, like I'm scared of the drop. Still on top when these niggas wanna swap. Niggas wanna swap like a sauce in a box. I don't wanna change cause I'm good where I'm at. Mob tie, so I'm always good where I'm at. Word to Junior, Jazzy, Baby J. Tell them when I die, put my money in the
couple freakers kill a skull and collect. She fuck a nigga, then she on to the next. Really living large, she ain't all with a Mac. When you niggas think it's small in the mall with a rat. Roll with us if you really wanna get it. Go get $500,000 in a Sprinter. Phone ringing, bitches know a big triple. I got the hook up and there really no limit. Dead brokers in you nigga DNA. Ricky Smile is indicated with the J. Little nigga, just another state case. Bury my motherfucker Chase Bank, time to bounce. Gotta count on my allowance. You niggas snitching, so I gotta rebound it. A nigga tripping like I got $1 zillion. Got the trap jumping like time when I rebound. Then I'm out, and I never talk about it. Homie squad, but we all smoke the loudest. Rich niggas and I'm really being modest. Cause the way I do my deals never treated like I bought this a house. You could DM my account. My DM 6 figures and I'm counting. 9 figures was the goal till I hit it. These niggas ain't living, so bury mine with me.
When I die, put my money in the grave. I really gotta put a couple niggas in their place. Really just lapped every nigga in a race. I really might tap this nigga on my face. Let it slap with the bass. I used to save hoes with a mask in a cave. Now I'm like, nah, love, I'm good, go away. Ain't about to die with no money I done gave it.